The rift phenomenon in The Outer Worlds 2 is a brilliant usage of incorporating environmental storytelling into the larger themes of late-stage capitalism, by presenting a crisis that threatens the stability of society, and then depicts how conflicting interests seek to weaponize, monetize, or utilize it for themselves. And the way they weave the neutral player character into the storyline is just as satisfying. For the first several hours of your adventure, the rifts are pure dread, ominously glowing tears in space-time that kill you instantly when you approach them. Companions and NPCs describe them as existential threats, and the game offers no explanation for what they are or how to handle them, creating genuine horror as you're exploring a system that's already on the brink of collapse due to the political machinations of elites, and adding on top of it a problem that's certainly going to cause the species' extinction if it's not addressed. The real-world parallels aren't even worth explaining. But then you acquire the Rift Modulator, which lets you stabilize the rifts and extract rewards from them, which causes a fundamental change in your relationship with the phenomenon. Sorry about this, I'm speeding myself up to not waste time. I've been uploading for over 4 years and have nearly 500 videos on this channel, and I never wanted to do this because I thought it was speaking, but people tell me that this works. But listen, 2% of my viewers are subs, so if this is your first video of mine, please consider liking and subscribing. As instead of avoiding them for the catastrophic unknown terror they were, you begin to seek them out to grab the tantalizing rewards hidden beyond their veil, which is a brilliant demonstration of how capitalism monetizes disasters. It makes you experience firsthand the transformation of your fear into greed. It also showcases the cynical element of how power structures handle existential crises, how they manage the symptoms but never cure the disease, as when you activate a rift, it only temporarily stabilizes into something useful, but after a few seconds it reverts back to its deadly state. So once you obtain the legendary loot hidden within, you have no incentive to ever go near the anomaly again, so you leave it alone wreaking havoc, as it's no longer of any use to you, even though it retains its status as an existential threat. There's no way for you to permanently seal a rift. They're designed to be obstacles you repeatedly exploit rather than eliminate, perfectly showcasing how real-world crises are handled under neoliberal capitalism. Housing crises spawn predatory real estate markets, and pandemics justify pharmaceutical companies raising the price of life-saving treatments. The factions in Arcadia aren't trying to solve the rift problem, they're trying to monopolize their access to it for their own personal reasons. The Protectorate wants them closed to maintain their skip drive monopoly and ensure no one can challenge their dominance. Auntie's Choice wants to master rift manipulation so they can dominate interstellar commerce by controlling trade routes and travel with tolls. And the Order of the Ascendant treats them as mystical phenomenon to be solved, but their solution is still centered on their own ideological framework rather than prioritizing survival. The rifts are a perfect demonstration of how under our economic system, these existential threats can never truly be resolved, as that would eliminate the leverage they provide. For more Outer Worlds 2 essays, here's one on how the game being owned by Microsoft influenced it.